Alright guys, we're back once again to a reveal, and as you know, we're gonna have the reaction and have a little talk about it afterwards. Let's see what's going on. Alright. World Heroes, a legendary title, of course. But Rasputin! But Jeanne. Kind of Saint Seiya thing going on there. And of course, we'll talk about that sword in a while. Okay, that's probably her CD. Yeah. Whip must be like, yeah, I like this girl. Okay, Afro, nice. Yeah. Whip's like, I like this girl. She's on my lap. Wait a minute! Wasn't that bra or bikini or something or whatever it is kind of reminds me of some certain anime. I suppose that shouldn't be the focus of this, but anyway. Now there we go. That's one thing I want to talk about, apart from loads of other things, because hey, whoa, calm down. Right, okay. So let's put background music on. So, I'm sorry I didn't expand my eyeballs enough and scream and shout or do something hilarious for you, but you know, this channel isn't all about that. So we're here for the more connoisseurs of SNK, the older crowd, the veterans, and we're here to talk about what we've just seen. Now, Jeanne, of course, as you know from World Heroes. Okay, World Heroes, nice classic game, quite simple to play. Question is, why was she picked for SNKHeroines? Well, okay, finally, as a lot of you may have noticed, now we are starting to turn into an actual SNKHeroines title, whereas all the, pretty much all of the, most of the characters were from KOF 14. So we were like, okay, recycled assets. It's not like companies haven't done that before, but now we're actually having some actual SNK ADK characters coming into the mix to make it an actual SNK kind of heroines game, which is very, very interesting. So now we have to think, okay, hold on. Again, the hardcore players are like, okay, hold on. So I paid for a game, and now we're getting DLC, which is nice. Should I have got it in the first place? Well, to be honest, we got a full game at the beginning, decent amount of characters. As for the price, well, it's been done before, and you know, while you complained, most of us bought the package, and then we had 50 characters with KOF 15. We still 14. We still begged for more. So I think that's irrelevant at the moment. At this moment. And as it hasn't been a physical release for PS4, you're probably playing WoW. Yeah, it's probably gonna have to. Maybe we'll see this game on sale, and I think a lot of people will be interested in the sale price, and then it kind of balances out the cost of DLC. But how much DLC are we going to get? This could be horrible. But at the same time, what can you do? That's the way things are, and SNK has already proved that they gave us 50 characters and we still wanted more. So why not just do what every other custom company does? Just whip out 15 characters, and then hey, you want more? Okay, here's DLC. You don't have to buy it. You have a kind of complete game as a base set. So all right, fair enough. Now a lot of fans have been saying, yeah, Jeanne, cool. I kind of wondering how she kind of fits into all of this. I'm sure Loveheart would be like, well, I've got a sword, everything's cool, let's team up. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, I guess if it really does become SNKHeroines and not just KOF recycled heroines, then this is going to get very, very interesting. And what's going on with that Steam release? There was a rumor that there was going to be one, but it's really, really late now, and I'm starting to wonder whether that was actually a confusion over the Switch release. I'm starting to forget now already, and I've deleted all the evidence. So who knows? We're gonna have to stay tuned to see more, but it would be nice to see some of these characters come back. Muscle power, of course, shaving off that mustache, a bit like Raiden. Definitely doesn't remind me of any other character with a big leg drop. No, of course not. And Captain Kidd, I think a great pirate character. Hanzo and Fuma, I'm sure a lot of you fans love them and stuff, but I'm like, you know, shurikens, uppercuts, it's okay, man. We're not really missing those guys. But some of the other characters are particularly awesome. Okay, you know, you got your Bruce Lee character. Let's not beat around the bush. The Viking, I don't know, he's a zombie or he's a ghost footballer. That guy's pretty awesome. And of course, who can forget? Come on, show me. Where? Oh, it's because he's hiding behind the back. Come on, he's just over here. There he is, the one and only Rasputin. You know you love him. You know you love him because he loves you. He loves you. He was one of the most hilarious characters. You know, okay, yes, it's kind of funny because it's slightly playing on homophobic attitudes, but those were the 90s, 80s, I don't know. But it's still funny to hug people because they get upset, and it's hilarious. I don't know why Captain Kidd's crossing his fingers. Right, so let's talk about the future of SNK Heroines. If we get 10 more SNK Heroine characters like Theo, maybe some Samurai Shonen characters like Shiki and stuff, will you be happy? Or will you be quite sad because there's no physical copy, of course, on PS4, unless you bought the Diamond Edition, which was incredibly expensive but had some really good goodies in it? Or will you just say, I don't really care about the game anyway, so whatever? And it's been a bit of a what can I say, furore over this game because, you know, some people just don't like the treatment. And to be honest, I think the presentation of this game has kind of been messed up because it really should be just beat up the bad guy who's perving over his choice of wife. He's invaded people's dreams and whatever, and just kidnap them into a tournament. Okay, it's all in a dream world, fine. But some of the things you see through the viewpoint of cookery, you just get uncomfortable, really, and it doesn't really fit today with today's kind of notions of, you know, being PC and all that. But it's true. It's creepy. It's creepy, and you know, we should be able to distance ourselves and say, okay, this is the viewpoint of the bad guy, and we should be angry and we want to beat him up, which is, you know, a good old hero and villain kind of story. But just looking through his viewpoint, I think this should have been presented in a better way to actually just show that it's crooky looking and not you, because it's putting that viewpoint on yourself and you're like, I don't really like this, I don't really want to do that. And of course some of you probably do. Well, it's a fantasy game, so you know, there are much worse games out there. But most of the games, like for example, if you want to take for another example, Nier, right? Nier, you can look up her skirt, right? And then she'll brush you off. But the point is, that's your choice. It's not forced on you. And SNK Heroines does that. It forces you to look through Kukri's point of view. And for the mainstream who don't usually go looking up skirts, it's a bit off-putting. So that's been a kind of, I think, a mistake on SNK's part with the presentation there. I'm not sure who was just saying yes to all of this. Maybe it's totally fine in Japan, but I don't think so. So I think somebody said a yes a bit too easily to this and should have rethought how to present this to a Western audience as well as some of the more ecchi Japanese fans. But anyway, yes, I know this anime this bikini reminds me of what's that Gainax one? The one with the drill. Help me out, guys. The one with the drill and digs under the ground, and she's got a sniper gun and oh whatever. Okay, but you know what I mean. That looks cool. I like that. Nice samurai thing. Of course, Jeanne is, you know, the Joan of Arc. So soldier. Interesting that she thinks she's now extremely pretty, but hey, I'm not going to post a screenshot, but yes, some people were commenting. One person in particular was commenting about the sword, the extendable sword, and saying, "Oh yes, what a copy of Ivy." You really should do your research before you go making comments like that, because you're making yourself out to be at least very young, which is forgivable. But if you're a games player and quite old, that's a faux pas, as we say, because oops. Jeanne has, as you can see, World Heroes is a game that is incredibly old, and Ivy in Soul Calibur came much after. So, oops, no. So yeah, that armor looks a bit like kind of. Is it this one? Yeah, it kind of reminds me a bit of Saint Seiya, which is nice. And I think SNK needs to do a lot more of that, make more good old anime references. That's what got us all very excited in King of Fighters 97 with the whole Evangelion. And Iori Yagami super moves. That was just incredible and littered throughout the game. And Tabaka, etc, etc. So yeah, looking, okay, fine. Not particularly a big fan myself. I want to know if you guys are, and if you're hyped for a particular character, because it does look like now, hopefully the game is still succeeding or whatever on Switch, because you've got quite, if you look through the comments on the Nintendo videos, you do have quite a mixed response from the crowd, the mainstream crowd, and a lot of them are like, I can't let my parents see me play this game, which is understandable, right? It's like the fighting, of course, nobody cares, but it's the in-between story bits which are just a bit, you know. So as a fighting game, it's fine, and the fighting game is really, really good. It's really, really good. No, seriously, I think a lot of people still really don't know how to play this game. Really, really don't. So when you get into it, you'll find it's a really, really good system. Props to those guys, man, for that system. So yeah, Jeanne being polite as usual. I will slice you up. That's nice. Gonna look forward to that. I haven't even really got round to doing Iori yet, you know, but I'm still figuring out the combos, but I've been really busy, you know. So I hope you guys enjoy that. The release date for Jeanne is December 13th. I didn't buy Arthur because I didn't relate to Arthur. I don't really know this character and I don't really care. Jeanne, yeah, I'm kind of like this. I'm kind of like, yeah, I've got Iori. I'm still playing. Sorry, no Iori. There's no Iori in this game. It's Miss X, the mysterious Miss X. Don't know anything else. Don't know what you're talking about. There's no Iori Yagami. Definitely doesn't love Kyo. Don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. And it's all a dream anyway. So how Jeanne fits into dreams in today, in the modern age, and this is canon storyline just after King of Fighters 14. So I don't know. Skullomania's here as well. I bought Skullomania. Awesome character, and I think maybe the best soundtrack in the game. Sorry, SNK, but that's how I feel. Really good soundtrack. Really, really good soundtrack. So I'm playing with Miss X, going to figure out some combos. But if you want to see another SNK character in this game, you need to make your voices heard. We all shouted for Miss X, and we got her. And Oda was pretty much saying that, no, it's not going to happen. No, we're not getting any DLC. Not getting Miss X. And it was like, getting DLC. Yeah, well, Miss X, yeah, well, no, I don't know. I'm not really sure. And now we got her. So you want a character, you got to make your voice heard. Leave loads of comments, and I'll pass that on to the relevant parties. So, as I said, December 13th. Let me know if you want to get some games in. We're playing every Wednesday with Cafe Italia, Power Cafe Italia. And we need to probably set up a few more lobbies. There are a few going on down in good old South America. And of course, it seems to be a lot of players on Switch. I don't know if they're just playing at home, but they're definitely out there. I think that's pretty much it for today. So this is me, you know me, it's the old G-U-N-N-Y from Orochi Nagi. We just shout outs to all my boys in Japan. Just had a great time at King of Festival 2018. If that's if there's any other event to attend in Japan for KOF fans, that's the one, man. It's check my Twitter for all the photos and all the cosplays and stuff. It's awesome. I just wish I could have been there. And of course, shout outs to all the other guys, and shout outs to you for watching. Don't really have much reason to come online right now and make these stupid videos, but I'm still playing this, and I'm still playing Monster Hunter. So hopefully we get more news of other projects. We know KOF 15 has just started apparently, so there's still lots of time to give feedback about that as well. And I think I'll be heading over for a little meeting, probably summer 2019, and we'll see what's going on there. But anyway, that's me, and that's it really. Oh yeah, well there you go, December 13th 2018. We'll see you online for that. And right this weekend, if you're watching, it's the Black Friday weekend, extending to Cyber Monday. There's a huge offer on Redbubble and the Spreadshirt stores from Orochinagi, and Monday will be absolutely crazy with 15% off plus free shipping. So I'm going to get myself an awesome hoodie, and if you're really smart, you should get it from the Australian store. And it depends on your currency exchange, but the Australian store is the cheapest one for me. And I know some of you have already been buying again some of the MySpa t-shirts. And of course the Osaka t-shirt is eternally popular. Of course the Steam is actually on sale as well. I don't know about PS4, but the Steam sale is on right now as well for the weekend, and you should definitely catch up on the DLC and other things and other games such as Samurai Showdown 5 Special. If you want to get that, definitely hit me up if you want to get some matches up in Europe. I know guys over in America, the netcode's not that amazing. Let's calm down, let's chill. And of course, I've been working, still been working on the gamer guides. Unfortunately, the app has been at the time of press been pulled from the App Store for some very strange reason. But I just don't have time to just redo it again. So I'm working on a web page. Got loads of guides to Tokyo if you're thinking about going over there, especially if you're going for Evo Japan, even though KOF hasn't been announced for it. I'm not really that confident in that, to be honest. But hey, you never know. But you definitely got to drop by Tokyo and check out all the cool places, and in Osaka for that wonderful bridge moment. Check it out on the website while it's still there. I don't know, I think it's probably my last year, because Google's just getting more oppressive of all these restrictions and security and asking for more money basically, and it's just all a bit silly. But we'll see. All right, that's enough ranting for me. Once again, thank you for tuning in and tolerating this absolute maniac, old senile fool. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time.